Well, hello out there. Scott here again to talk a little bit golf. I wanted to talk about the upcoming opening week tournament on the PGA Tour. It's the SBS Tournament of Champions. Um, this tournament is only winners from last year, and the field's a pretty strong field considering everybody was a winner last year. There are a lot of new faces that are playing this week. Of course, the most notable, I would think, would be Y.E. Yang. He was the winner of the PGA Championship last year, beating Tiger Woods. Um, but you also have a lot of guys they've been journeymen, they've been around. I was wrong. Rory Sabatini did win last year. It just wasn't as good as I'm accustomed to seeing out of him. So he's in the field. Stuart Sink is in there. He won the British last year, beating Tom Watson. Most people knew that. Matt Kuchar, hadn't seen him for a while. He's playing. Jerry Kelly's back. So there are some names that have been around that are in the tournament. Notables that aren't playing. Obviously, Tiger Woods is not playing. He hadn't played in it since, I believe, 2005. And then you have Phil Mickelson, who's playing in it this year. Or not playing in it. He hasn't played in it for quite some time either. In this tournament, I think your favorite's got to be Stricker. The guy had a great year last year. He's number 2 or 3 in the world right now. Great putter. And the course that they play is pretty wide open. So his driver, which usually gets him into trouble, shouldn't be a big problem for him this week. So I would expect him to play well. Again, Zach Johnson, I think he'll be in there. His length sometimes might be in the way, but he's proven it before. He can win on a long course. He won the Masters, and that's not exactly a short course anymore. Another one that you really should probably watch is the Masters champ from last year, Angel Cabrera. The guy can hit it a ton. So if he's long and straight, putter works for him, I think he'll do great. There are a few others in there that
You might have to take a look at. You have Kenny Perry, good season last year. He won a couple times. The guy's 50 years old, or darn near. So he hits it a long ways. His putter's been good the last year. I think he'll do well. So with that, that's kind of the synopsis. I'll talk about it after the tournament, what happened. I'll try and pay attention to it and see what happens. For anybody out there who is interested, I'm going to start throwing a few golf tips out. I think you'll enjoy those if you're a golfer and you want to give them a try. The first thing that I normally would do is start with a gripping of the golf club. A lot of people, especially those who slice, need a little work with their grip. So the first thing you want to do is check, this is for a right-handed golfer, is check your left hand. And when you look down at it, is it in your palm of your hand or is it more in your fingers? It really needs to be kind of a combination of both. And if you have a combination of both, you're going to end up having a more proper grip. So if you take your left hand like so, this is my left hand, you put it out in front of you, and if you had a golf club in your hand, which I don't right at the moment obviously, you want it to go from the index finger here, down across the palm to below this pad on the palm, and then wrap the hand over. So when you're looking down at it, I'll put it back up there again. When you're looking up at the knuckles here, you should see 1, 2, maybe even 3 knuckles, 2.5, 3 knuckles when you look straight down at it when you put it in front of you. Too many times you'll see people where they have their hand turned in a way, so the way I'm looking at it right now, I can't see any knuckles. But when I turn it this way, now I can see those knuckles, and that allows for a proper release, allows that club head to square back up. If you have it over like this, you see how my wrist is bowed out there? If it comes in like that, chances are you're going to come through with an open club face and hit the ball to the right, and that's what most people do. So we want to try and avoid that. And the next thing is when you get in your right hand needs to be more in the finger. So as I put my finger across there like that, see it's that, wrap the fingers, and then the hand drops down over the top. So most of the time what you'll do is you'll look and you'll see the V's on your hand, this V right here, from your thumb, index finger. That should point up towards your right shoulder. And then on the other hand, it should be parallel to it. You don't want it to be way underneath like this or way over the top like this. It should naturally come in straight from the side, set on. And that should help you with your grip. And of course you can experiment, going back and forth a little bit, whichever seems to work most comfortably. Not everybody's grip is exactly the same. That's just the basic thing. Most of the people, what you look at is that left hand, see which position it's in. So I guess that's it for today. Hope you watched the video and enjoy the little talks. I look forward to doing some more. So we'll see you next time. And if something else comes into my mind today, maybe I'll be back on. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.